Mother's voice was like shards of ice, each word cutting deeper than the last. The question hung in the air, sharp and poisonous. Why did it have to be you first? Her gaze dropped to my abdomen, and for a moment, I thought I saw something flicker in her eyes, not concern, not even anger, but something far worse, disgust. My name is Maran, I'm 25, a housewife, and until today, I had dared to hope that maybe, just maybe, this pregnancy would change things between us, that the life growing inside me might finally make her look at me with something other than disappointment. I should have known better. The visit. When Warner and I arrived at my parents' house, Tara was the first to greet us, her arms wrapping around me in a warm hug. Maran, it's been too long. Her smile was as bright as ever, untouched by the bitterness that had festered in this house for years. Father was still at work, but Mother stood stiffly in the doorway, her lips pressed into a thin line. The moment she saw Warner, though, her expression shifted, a practiced, saccharine smile sliding into place. "Oh, I didn't know you were coming today," she trilled, already bustling toward the kitchen. "Let me get you something to eat." She returned with a plate of sugar-dusted cookies, Warner's favorite, not mine. "Of course not." "Oh, that's right," she said, feigning regret as she set them down. "Maran doesn't like sweets, does she?" Her eyes flicked to Warner, gauging his reaction. Warner, ever the diplomat, simply smiled. "Who I'm eating with matters more than what I'm eating." Mother's lips thinned. "I see." The tension was suffocating. The announcement. When we finally gathered in the living room, I took a deep breath. "We came today because we have something important to tell you." Mother's fingers tightened around her teacup. "I'm pregnant." Silence. Tara gasped, her face lighting up. "Maran, oh my God, congratulations!" She threw her arms around me, her joy so genuine it almost made me forget the storm brewing beside us. But Mother didn't move. Her expression darkened, her knuckles whitening around the cup. Warner's phone buzzed, a work call, and he stepped outside. Tara, ever perceptive, excused herself to make tea. And then it was just us. Mother and me. The blow. "Why did it have to be you first?" Her voice was low, trembling with something beyond anger, something like betrayal. I opened my mouth to answer, but she wasn't finished. "The first grandchild should have been Tara's." Her eyes burned into me. "Someone like you." And then, pain. A sudden, brutal impact against my stomach. I barely registered her foot connecting before the agony ripped through me, sending me crashing to the floor, my vision blurred, my breath coming in ragged gasps. She kicked me. She kicked me. "Mother, stop." Tara's scream shattered the air. She lunged forward, her hands gripping Mother's arm as Warner burst back inside, his face draining of color when he saw me curled on the ground. "Maran." He dropped to his knees beside me, his hands hovering over me like he was afraid to touch me. Mother stood frozen, her face eerily calm. "Why are you making such a fuss?" she said coolly. "She just bumped into the dresser." Tara's voice was raw with fury. "I saw you. You kicked her." The world tilted, the edges of my vision darkened. Somewhere beyond the ringing in my ears, I heard Warner barking orders, Tara sobbing as she called an ambulance. And Mother just watched. As the paramedics lifted me onto the stretcher, our eyes met one last time. In that moment, I saw it all, every slight, every cruel word, every time she had looked at me like I was something less. And I knew, with absolute certainty, that this was the end. The hospital. The steady beep of the heart monitor was the only sound in the sterile white room. The doctor had assured me the baby was safe. But something else inside me had shattered. Lying there, I thought of all the years I had spent begging for scraps of her love. The Christmas mornings where Tara unwrapped designer dresses while I got discount store jeans. The way Mother would beam when strangers said Tara looked just like her, and how her smile would vanish when they glanced at me. The nights I had cried myself to sleep, wondering why I wasn't enough. Warner's hand tightened around mine. "I'm here," he whispered. And for the first time, I believed it. I wasn't that helpless little girl anymore. And I would never let my child feel what I had.
Father, who rarely voiced his opinion, surprised me that day. He's a good young man. His quiet endorsement meant more than he knew. Our wedding was small, just family and close friends, but it was filled with warmth. Warner's parents embraced me like I had always been theirs. Their kindness a balm to the old wounds mother had carved into me. Mother, of course, played her part flawlessly. She smiled for the guests, laughed at the right moments, and even shed a few convincing tears during the ceremony. But when no one was looking, she leaned in, her breath hot against my ear. I don't think this will work out. Once, those words would have cut deep. Now, they barely grazed me. A new life. Marriage was nothing like the life I had known. Warner's parents treated me like a daughter, not an afterthought. His mother taught me recipes, praising my efforts with genuine warmth. "Your dinners are delicious," she'd say, and for the first time, I believed someone when they complimented me. At work, I thrived. My customer service experience led to a promotion. I trained new hires now. My high school diploma no longer a shackle. And then, a year later, the pregnancy test turned positive. Warner's reaction was pure joy. He called his parents immediately, and within hours, they arrived with baby catalogs, already debating nursery colors. But when it came to telling my family, my hands shook. "I'll go with you," Warner promised. We called Tara first. She was ecstatic. "Oh, Maran, this is wonderful." But beneath her excitement, I heard the unspoken worry. "Mother." The hospital. Now, lying in this sterile white room, the scent of Warner's flowers mingles with the antiseptic air. The doctor's words still echo in my mind. "The baby is safe." But something else broke that day, the last fragile thread tying me to the illusion that mother could change. The door creaks open. Father steps in, his face ashen. Behind him, mother lingers, her expression carefully arranged into concern. "Maran," father's voice cracks. "Tara told us." "Did she really?" Mother cuts in smoothly. "Oh, for heaven's sake, she just tripped." Tara stands abruptly, her chair scraping against the floor. "Stop lying." Her voice shakes with fury. "I saw you kick her." Father pales. The room tilts. Then, an unexpected figure appears, a hospital social worker, her gaze sharp but kind. "May I speak with you all?" Mother's mask slips. "This is ridiculous. You're all turning against me." She whirls on me, eyes wild. "You ungrateful." Warner and father move at once, blocking her. Nurses rush in as mother's screams fill the room. The reckoning. Later, when the chaos settles, the social worker lays out the options. "This is assault. Given the victim's pregnancy, it's a serious matter." Tara grips my hand. "Tell them, Maran, everything." So I do. I speak of the Christmas mornings where Tara unwrapped silk dresses while I got clearance rack jeans, of the way mother would pinch my arm when no one was looking, hissing that I was nothing like Tara, of the years I spent shrinking myself, believing I deserved less. Father's face crumples. "Why didn't you tell me?" "You never saw her." I whisper. "She was careful." Tara covers her mouth, tears streaming. "I'm so sorry. I never knew." Mother scoffs. "Oh, please. She's always been dramatic. Tara was perfect, just like me. But Maran? Useless, ugly, a disappointment." "Enough." Father's voice is steel. For the first time in my life, he looks at mother not with resignation, but disgust. "You will never touch her again." Aftermath. The restraining order is filed by sunset. Father announces his decision quietly. "I'm divorcing her." Mother leaves in a fury, but not before spitting one last thread into my voicemail. "You've ruined everything. I'll never forgive you." I delete it without listening to the end. A new family. Months later, in a sunlit delivery room, I clutch Warner's hand as our daughter fights her way into the world. "One more push," the doctor urges. Then, a cry. Sharp. Alive. Perfect. It's a girl. Tara weeps beside me. Father, waiting outside, holds Nikki first, his tears falling onto her tiny face. "She looks just like you did," he murmurs. Epilogue. 6 months later, Nikki's half-birthday party is loud with laughter. Tara chases her around the living room while Warner's parents snap photos. Father, retired now, bounces her on his knee, grinning like a man reborn. Warner leans over, his lips brushing my ear. "Happy?" I watch Nikki giggle as Tara blows raspberries on her belly. Father's eyes meet mine, warm with pride. "Yes," I say, "we're happy." Outside, Spring blooms relentless and bright. Mother is gone. But here, in this house full of light, we are finally free.